Urban searches are a type of search that North Shore Rescue does that might not immediately jump to mind when you think of North Shore Rescue typical style of searches. It's the same thing that we do in the mountains. We look for people who are lost, but we do that a lot closer to home in our local communities.
Urban searches is something actually we've been doing ever since I've been on the team, helping out in the urban environment for a number of different things. High levels in the Seymour River, and we've helped guard the old Grantham Street Bridge because it was threatened to be washed off, down power lines.
We have lots of calls that happen in the urban kind of interface, if you will. We can be searching for a neurodivergent individual. We can have an elderly walk-away. We can have a dementia patient.
We should start right in and around that rec center.
Yeah. To a lesser extent, young children, but we've certainly had searches for young kids, depressed teenagers who have run away. But mostly it's these elderly seniors, the dementia, or they're in a senior's home and they've walked away.
Having training in the background for how our members respond to those calls is absolutely key, and it will hopefully streamline our response in those circumstances.
Our local police department and our local police officers do start the searches, and they work very closely with our search managers on those.
We're gonna need people to go down Edgemont.
Okay. You now have 10, 15 guys in their vehicles right away.
I'm with the North Shore Rescue, and we have a missing person.
We put as many people in the field looking for the individual as soon as possible, and we look for things like where they normally go, maybe to grab a coffee, or the hike that they like to do, the park that they like to go to. And we try to check all of those locations as quickly as possible.
North Shore Command 75.
Dan has located the subject, but
So when we go on urban searches, we're on foot, and we're also on bicycles. So we have a team of e-bikes at North Shore Rescue to move a little slower than you would in a car and kind of take in more of your surroundings and scenery. Urban searching is very much mountain searching, but just in a different environment. So we use our same techniques, our same resources, and they're typically much easier searches where we don't have to worry quite so much about the environmental conditions.
I'm just wondering if you have seen this gentleman.
There's no need for the rope gear or the avalanche gear, so it's really approachable searches, especially for newer members. I find that they're often learning a lot, the navigation, the mapping, the radio communications.
Nothing found from On Royal to the address. Do you want us to head down the Mosquito Creek Trail?
Yes, please, that would be great.
Over the past few years, we've had several searches for children, especially children with autism, and we've learned that they have very specific needs, and it can be very difficult for us to effectively rescue them and kind of make the connection that helps them trust us.
Subject 1 is a female, 6 years of age, blonde, brown, curly hair, high-functioning autistic.
We've worked with experts in autism and kind of the autistic community, and we've worked to develop a autistic kit that allows us to ideally connect with that autistic individual and calm some of the sensory overload that can be associated with us showing up with probably flashlights and a very, very loud presence.
Poor little kid's got to be so scared right now.
And ideally allows us to connect directly with the person with autism and help rescue them effectively and safely and bring them home to their families.
Colin's coming over to provide some assistance as well.
we have visual on both subjects. I repeat, both subjects.
We have voice contact with subjects. Both subjects are talking to us. That's good. They're in the creek. Will be a Class D extraction.
I've noticed that urban searches are becoming more and more frequent. Part of it is we're getting better and better relationship with our local police department. They understand better what we can do and they're happy to call us for help. But I think it's also probably fair to say that there's an increasing need for urban searches as well with our aging population.
He's been out for 26 hours, weak, rapid pulse. So no major head injuries, no loss of consciousness, but he is hallucinating as well. Yep. So he's got himself right in a creek bed here. This is common for us in the backcountry, but in an urban area, I mean, we don't see this that often. Kudos to Stan. I mean, you can see this is an area that's well off the trail, but for some reason, a lot of people tend to migrate towards creeks. And this is a prime example of it.
Did you need to fix that?
Amazing. Looking along the street for a guy, and here we are in the bush.
And we're starting to do a little bit more thinking about things like search theory for folks with dementia. Where might they go? And we're getting a lot better at asking the right type of questions as when the search managers go and interview the family and interview the witness. Of course, there are still folks that are hard to find, but we're starting to understand the questions to ask and the places to look.
Well, I got voice contact, and
A large hole here.
I just yelled John, and somebody called back.
We've been in all the public libraries, rec centres, all the streets and side streets, major trails, and there's been absolutely no sign.
We have done many searches over the years for elderly walkaways through the urban environment.
You didn't find him?
The majority of those end with the senior being found in a coffee shop or a restaurant or someplace safe.
It was actually found round about 10 p.m. last night on Main Street in East Vancouver. He got hungry, made his way into a Vietnamese restaurant. They didn't have any money, and the owner ended up calling the police.
But then I would say maybe a third of them, they've been in real trouble. It can be in a gully that is just off a parking lot that some guy gets found and he would not have survived. Yeah, this is worth going out for.
Having a positive outcome like this is incredibly rewarding for everyone. It really brings our team together.
Go for a little joy ride? Okay.
All right.